Okay, hi, my name is Amy. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
May I know your name, please?
I'm Alan.
Okay, hi Alan. Good night. And can I know what career that you're in right now?
Actually now I'm more in business line, but previously I'm in engineering for 2.5 years.
So you were an engineer before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ex-engineer.
Ex-engineer. Okay. Okay. At what point that in your life made you decided your career as an
Actually,
ex-engineer?
I haven't decided my career path. I just after my pre-U's, I studied A-levels. Okay, then that's times. Many people that give advice that in engineering path have a better futures.
Oh,
So
okay.
then I also like some electronics.
Oh, so you
Some
decide
IT gadgets.
Yes.
Okay,
So
some programming, so I choose the electrical and electronic course.
Okay, so you were an electrical engineer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank
I'm
you.
graduated from that.
Okay. So which college and which U that you're studying?
I'm studying in College Bandar Utama. Now I think it's changed names like some things like University College.
Oh, okay,
near the
okay.
Bandar Utama.
Okay, thank you very much. And well, who influenced you to decide on this career?
Actually, nobody influenced me. I influenced myself.
Oh,
I made the final decisions.
Oh, you made the final, but you still get your full support from your family?
My family will support anything.
Okay. So it's actually you interested in physics first and interested in all those technology stuff that makes you decide on study the engineering course. Okay. And how early in your life decide which person can, if really you have to think of one person that can influence you into this career, is it any lecturer that influenced you before?
Lecturers. If says lecturer, the influence me most. Maybe it's just inspires me is the lecturers in the A-levels which teach mathematics. Okay, but the mathematics also touch a bit about physics studies.
Oh, okay.
So I find that it's quite interesting. Okay, because I myself also likes maths. Okay. So combines all the things, so I select the engineering course, not only physics.
Oh, okay. So it's actually both maths and physics, which are all calculator stuff that makes you interested in.
Basically, I like to count. I like figures.
Oh, you like figures, you like to count on yourself. Oh, so that's what it makes you choose a business line now as well.
Maybe.
Okay. What kind of skill that necessary for your career as an engineer?
Let me recall that first.
Okay.
So actually now the markets, especially the fresh grad, they didn't expect you much. Okay. They just expect maybe your attitude. Okay, your attitude and willing to learn stuff. Okay, because because
I thought most of them based on results.
Not really.
Not really.
As long as you get the certificates.
So the application part takes more weight?
I mean, it's the interview parts. As long as the interviewers, okay, like your attitudes, okay, you know how to express yourself, I think it plays the key elements.
Oh, okay.
Not basically your results, because I applied the electrical and electronic jobs, like, okay. So some of my colleagues, now it's ex-colleagues, they just take the physics course, but they can tap to this so-called engineering job.
Oh,
You get what I
so
mean?
they didn't take
They didn't take
like
electrical,
math.
or they didn't take engineering course, but they just take the physics course. They study physics, but they can tap to the engineering course. Engineer job.
So it's more on
attitudes. And how to
attitudes.
express stuff. This is the most important.
So knowledge is just part of it, but
It's just a progress. Just shows that you are qualified, you understand.
Oh, okay. That's a new thing.
That's not a new thing actually. It happens long time ago. The boss will not address it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Your mom will know.
Okay, thank you. Well, how passionate was you for this career path?
Actually, for starting is quite interesting because all the new things. I believe all the fresh grads will passionate with that because you learn a lot of new things. Actually, in my field, actually I'm considered in the oil and gas fields because more of the time I have to go through the clients. I would say is the what I call the plants, the power plants, or the chemical plants, or the oil and gas plants. Sometimes I go to the offshores. The platforms there. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so it's quite interesting because not many people can go there.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so all
Yeah,
the
that's
things
true.
is very new. We can learn like programming. Actually, I like to do the programming. So it's quite a certifications when you complete a project. Especially you do the programming, you can mix the raw material, program, then undergo the process to make the final products. All is done by the programming actually. When to
So-
open the valve, when to close the valve. Okay, some sort like that.
So despite from have knowledge of in physics, you still need to have some knowledge
This,
in
if
chemistry,
you
right?
ask me because we're not touched by the chemistry because the formula is get from the clients. We just have the feeling inside. But of course, you some common sense of physics lah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Common
So
sense
the
of physics
basic
because,
of physics that you have
basics
to
of-
know.
you have to
Yeah,
know
or else the whole
common
thing
sense lah.
explode and you die.
But we just will follow about clients the requirements lah.
Oh, okay.
The
So
basic knowledge lah. If you want me is very deep in physics, I will say no lah.
yeah, but still you work for this career 2.5 years
Yeah.
or more than two and a half
Two and
years.
a half years.
Okay, so it seems that you have passionate into it. Well, is it any big thing that happened in while you are doing this job?
Big things.
Or
You
something
mean
make it- wow.
make me impressed.
Yeah.
Impressed. Okay, maybe I can share a case lah. Maybe it's like the platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, what the more impressed me is okay because they can actually
Thing that make you impressed that you think that it's a big thing.
okay the compared to the big things, the more impressed me is that I didn't think that actually the like just now I mentioned the offshore the platforms actually the process that can be done in the onshores. So they maybe use the satellites or the signals to do that. So for me it's quite difficult to do that, but they can do that. Okay.
Okay.
So this quite impressed me, or the big things are the most memorable things I still
remember
till now, even though I leave this field for 3 years.
Oh, okay. So, how does the market now look like? Yeah.
Can you more specify on
Okay,
questions?
is there a job for you? Sorry, I should ask if there's a job for me if I graduate today. How will the market look like? in 10
definitely
years' time?
in Malaysia they really need the professionals
Engineer?
engineers. Okay. They really need it.
On this, on oil and gas or other different field as well?
For
Faculty?
electronics, because I'm graduated from electrical and electronics, basically in this field they still in a huge demand of that. You ask me others, mechanical, I'm not too sure of that. But as long as E&E's, many companies need it.
Oh, okay.
You impossible can't find a job. So.
Okay, how about past 10 years? Is it still the same or the
future
demand
can-
getting more and more?
Because I'm not really in this field now.
Mhm.
Okay, but for I see since maybe 4 years back, the demand is still huge. Okay, so no need to worry about can't get a job.
Jobs for this faculty?
Of course, the salaries wise, I don't know, so it's based on your experience. So for the demands, definitely the many boss will hire us.
Oh, okay. So this is a. How about the salary paid? Is it
I think it's still around.
in a reasonable?
For me, it's not reasonable because the KL, all the things is rise up very fast and very
Yeah.
high, especially the property markets. Okay.
Okay.
So many of my friends also go to the Singapore.
Oh, they work in Singapore.
They
So
will rather go to the Singapore side.
So
Okay.
yeah, well, not in just Malaysia. How about other countries? Will they want an engineer more?
I think in this field is still a huge demand.
Yeah, for the whole world. Okay, thank you. And well, what are the first and second hand experience that I should get if I want to pursue into your career?
I I think it's still the willingness you want to tap into this field first. Okay, as I just now said,
Yeah. Okay,
the boss just want to have a good attitude and the willing to learn. Okay, they don't mind that you know nothing now. Okay, but you have to pick up very fast. You have to have this good attitude and handle the pressure. Because like
okay.
engineers, not much senior engineer can teach you many things. You have to read your manuals, books yourself. When there's a new project and new things, you have to study yourself. Then you have to absorb your very fast and make the output.
Oh, okay.
The boss
okay.
will just tekan you, give you pressure. You have to take care of the boss, even though they don't know how to do it, but they just want you to make it done, get it done. So.
Oh, okay. So
you have to,
it's more on ourselves that we
the
have
attitude
to.
you have to tap the pressure. You have to really handle the pressure yourself and have the willing to learn things fast.
Okay, so actually, it's more based on myself that if I want to get myself involved into this kind of career, I have to pick up it very fast.
Yeah, make sure you can withstand the pressure, especially you go to the
Okay,
platform
the pressure that you mentioned about is
maybe you do know how to handle it. Okay, so you have to figure out how to solve it.
Oh, figure it myself.
Most probably figure it yourself. You can get some advice from your seniors or your boss, but you don't expect they can teach you everything that get the thing done.
Oh, so I have to self-learn. I mean, self-learning is very important.
Yes. Like,
Okay.
maybe I can share experience like some of my colleagues, not colleagues, is my classmate. They tap in maybe in the hard disk industry.
Oh.
Okay,
So-
the boss the first day just give you the manual to study what is hard disk. Of course, we didn't study hard disk in our course.
Okay.
So just
So-
make sure you understand hard disk learn yourself, then start to give you simple gap, then you start to get the thing done.
Oh, okay. So, but according to what you said, then what we learn doesn't relate to.
I would say it's only small portions. That's why in the first I already mentioned the attitude and willing is always the place that more important is. It's not how much A or how much distinction you get.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay, well, how physically demanding is your job? I mean, as an engineer?
Physically demanding. I'm not too sure. What's your question?
Okay. Actually, I would say, in the as an engineer, well, will you feel that people needs you, or
People
sometimes
needs me.
will you halfway doing your job is like, why am I doing this? Is it important for me to do this?
Of course, because the engineers more is used to not in direct to the field. As an engineers, you face more to the machines,
Yes.
programming.
Yeah.
So you didn't really feel that others people need you because you're not direct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you
it's
wouldn't
mostly
have this kind of
towards
feelings.
some machine kind of stuff, non-living things.
Yeah, you communicate more to hardware things. Even though programming is still a hardware, it's computers.
So is
So
it engineer
have,
always?
for me, it won't have the strong feeling that this society needs you lah. This is my own feelings. I don't know how other engineers think. But for my own feelings, that I didn't have a strong feeling that like you need me, like he need me.
Oh, okay. So a little bit lost connection with the outside world, so-called outside world.
Cannot say it's not connection with outside world lah. Maybe it's not directly with people.
Oh,
So you
okay.
don't have these feelings that people need you. I don't have this sort of feelings. At least for me, I don't know how others engineers.
Well, will you like machines more than human? When
I
you-
rather
when-
humans. That's why I tap to the business. I still can meet some clients and customers. So I change my fields lah.
Oh, okay. Well, how many more physics courses were you taken?
Physics
Yeah,
courses?
after high school.
After high school.
Because you know physics is such a big.
You mean after my period?
Yep, after your period.
In my engineering course, physics is just a place small portions. Okay, because my engineering course is more tapped to programming, electronic stuff, more hand-on hardware stuff. Physics.
Is it a
Frankly
starting?
speaking, I didn't recall I studied physics in my college life. I'm also not sure got physics course in my engineering.
Okay, will physics be a starting point to lead to all these kind of subjects? because most of the university, their requirement will be you need to have physics in
Of course,
order to study
you
engineering.
got the physics foundation, then you will better lah, for the better understanding. Okay, I recall already. The first year I do study physics.
Okay, the
First year.
oh, so
But
it's just the
second
first
and
year.
third year I don't think so.
Yeah, so physics can be said as the starting point.
You have
leads
to, as
all.
I you have to know the foundations is better because of these things.
Okay.
And you can get
Yeah.
the common logics. Common
Well, it's a
sense.
good advice for me. Thank you. Well, how did your university physics affect to your decision for your career? Will it change or after you study physics? Because somebody after they study physics, they were okay, physics is too hard for me. No way, man. I don't feel like doing engineering anymore.
Okay, it's come back to the experience I share. Like what you study
Mm-hmm.
in real world, working world,
Mhm.
you only use very minor. Okay,
Oh,
like
it's
my
just a
like my
minor.
oil and gas industries, what I do basically, I didn't use any physics. Mostly didn't use many physics theories lah.
Okay, as
Okay, but basic, of course, common sense
Yeah.
physics lah. You use it lah. But it's like very hard
how
calculation.
about all
you
those
do it.
Newton's laws? But all those laws,
Frankly speaking, I didn't use that for my
because all
programming.
those laws is more towards your daily life. Yeah.
Daily
okay.
life,
Daily life. Okay, do you think that physics laws is actually relates to
Daily
our
life.
to the physics to daily life? Like something drop, okay, this is a gravitational force and yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I don't think so. Because you just see things you won't relate with the Newton law or what law. It's just common things lah. You know how it happens, but you won't direct apply which law, so maybe it's okay. But the simple
okay.
ones like Newton law, like inertia, this one I know is why we hit like that, we become like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
like recently why the Spider-Man, the girlfriend died. I
The
don't know
movie.
why the girlfriend died.
movie. okay. Yeah.
So it's like that lah.
Okay.
So because many friends don't know why the Spider-Man girlfriend died.
Oh,
But if
because
you
of
study
the-
before, you will know why the girlfriend died.
Okay, that's an interesting part.
So
Okay, yeah. Okay, actually, I did ask you this question before. Well, the next question is kind of similar to the question that I asked just now, which is how much physics that you use in daily life? Well, not to say a physics law, but any, because just now you said that it doesn't relate. You won't think about it when it happens, but will you think that okay, thank you to physics law and this happened and it doesn't make so much impact in your life or some bad stuff?
I have to think too long. That's me not really practical as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Because
actually
as
physics.
you have to take that field, really that physics fields, then you use it typically, then you only basically can apply in your life. If like I'll go already outside the fields,
Okay.
it's quite hard to use some physics knowledge to apply in my daily lifestyle.
Okay. Yeah. Well, would you choose the same path if you have a chance to choose it again?
Of course no lah, now I already choose the platform already. Unless with a chance, I will not choose the same path again.
Okay. Imagine you are still an engineer. Well, and then time travel back before you study before you figure out which courses that you want to choose. Well, will you still think that actually engineer is still an interesting course for you?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting course.
Okay, it's an interesting course, but if to career choices you might not
Yes.
choose it as an engineer, but you will study an engineering course.
Well,
Will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
because
which
it's
means
because as I like maths, I like these things.
yeah. So
Okay.
actually, physics for you is still it's not to say part of you, but
It's an interesting
Yeah.
topics to learn something.
yeah. So
Yeah.
somehow pass by your life before, and then you think that it's interesting and it's awesome. Okay. Well, do you have any experience to share to everyone else that about when you were studying your engineering course?
What kind of experience?
Maybe some lab or some. Well, I know it's hard for you to recall things so long time ago, But do you have something that make you impressed during your study?
Impressed.
Yeah.
Of course, I believe most of the degree course you have to end out a thesis, right? So
Yes,
thesis,
yes.
you have to base a final year project, right? So final year project basically is lecturers you require there's nobody have done before or have to improve some things.
Oh.
Okay. So our final projects they have to, of course, you have to select the topics, okay, related than that. And this will really, I believe every final year students will have a hard time for that because you have to think a lot of things to make the thesis
Yes, yes.
make the things happen. So there's quite impressed because the thing you have to get a new project that maybe you'll not direct learn from your course. Okay, you have to learn from the knowledge you have to get from outside of your syllabus.
Okay, because for the program that I'm currently studying now, CPU, it's actually they emphasize 4 things: application, knowledge, your thinking, and your communication. Well, do you think these four things, when it applies to physics, actually as important as physics does?
As the 4 things is basically you have to get a job, the basic requirement. You don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to apply the thing, you don't have the knowledge.
And you don't know how to think, or you basically you can't
the
get
boss
a job.
will fire you in 3 months.
Okay. So these 4 things is.
I think it's good if your course is
Which one do you think it is more important, or is actually equally important?
Of course, the 4 things is equally important, but you ask me to choose more important things, I think it's the communication.
Oh, the communication part.
That means you don't know, you have to ask lah. You don't know, you don't ask, then you keep one thing you don't know, then it's wasting the time and the time is money for the corporate.
Okay.
I think it's communication, and then you can get the resources lah.
Okay.
To get the things.
Well, this is my last question, but it's not the least one. Would you like to give some advice to your next generation, or to like me, the non-graduate students, on how important physics is?
How important physics is your question is.
Yeah.
Okay, of course it's for it depends what you want in your life. Okay, and of course you have my suggestion is you have to first decide what you want in your life and what course you choose. Definitely you have to like it first. Okay, there's no point if you listen your friends want to study this, then you just follow it, or your parents urge you to study this, but you don't like the subjects, that's all. Okay, so if you like how important the physics, I think it's still is the basic knowledge can help you to have a better understanding, or maybe you can cope some new knowledge faster if you got the basic foundations. Okay. But finally speaking, and many advanced formula, if you're not study master or PhD or tap in the research lines, basically you will use it.
Okay.
Maybe just a learning process.
Okay,
but understand how the law applies.
Yeah, because some people will think that actually physics is important because it is mostly applies in daily life. Like everything happen right now relates to physics, so they think what physics important is. Well, how about the academic part? Yeah.
It's still what career path you want to choose. Like for me, I only first year study physics, then second year, third year.
Yeah, you didn't study physics anymore.
Yeah, so it still depends on your career path. Okay, so your course is specialized for physics, then physics is really play a great important thing in your course.
Okay.
So it depends what course you choose, so I cannot give any comments.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so rounded all up, so physics, you could say it's a starting point, leads you to all the things, and it's important in daily life, but it will be not the main thing that affects you into your career. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Aaron.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you.